there's something that happened on my live today and I want to talk about it. I don't know yet if I'm actually going to publish this video. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. But I gotta get my feelings out a little bit. And if at the end, when I'm done yapping, it feels productive and like something that is worth sharing with y'all, I will click publish. Otherwise it will just go in the trash. So we'll see. We'll see. So every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific, I do a live on YouTube and I also stream it on my backup TikTok account. And it is a permaculture AMA, an Ask Me Anything. I call it Parkrose Garden Hour. For an hour, you can have free access to an expert who will answer any and all of your questions about garden design, sustainable living, local food economies, local textile economies, raising children with respect, social permaculture. Have at me, guys. It's all open. Everything is on the table. I save politics sort of for my Monday lives, but Thursday, like anything permaculture related, and I'm down, let's talk about it. And the chat gets really vigorous. There are loads of questions and topics, and I can't get to all of them, and I have a hard time keeping up with a lot of them. So one of my dear friends who I've been friends with since I was 14 years old, she frequently will volunteer to moderate for me. And that's really helpful because early on when I first started doing lives, I would miss people's questions because the chat goes so fast. I'm trying to watch on my phone and on my laptop, 2 different platforms. And I think some folks were concerned that I was intentionally snubbing them or avoiding their questions. It's just that the chat goes really quickly and I miss it. So Trish would post for me when she decided to come on and mod. She would post like, hey, here are the following topics that you may have missed. And then I can see them and catch them and hopefully respond to people. And I feel like I've gotten a lot better coverage since she's volunteered to do that. And apparently today in the live where we talked about all kinds of like really good questions about rhubarb and asparagus and other permaculture creators and oh my gosh, what else did we talk about, you guys? It was so good. Oh my gosh, Inca berries, Physalis peruviana, and it just felt like a really positive space. Thursday is kind of the highlight of my week, doing those permaculture lives. Just like I connect with the work that I really, really value. I feel that I'm contributing positively, helping bring all of my depth of knowledge and experience and sharing that with people. It feels really good. But Trish let me know after the live that there was a little bit of drama in the chat, or like conflict in the chat that I was just completely oblivious to because I was yapping about Inca berries or what have you, and I didn't see it. But she said, there was someone in the chat who suggested that you move your live to a different time. I've known this for a couple of weeks because every time I go on live on Thursday afternoon, I get a handful of people who are like, hey, your live would have more people if you didn't do it at the same time as this other very large creator does her lives, where she kind of essentially just like reads from her Substack. And I realize that I can't please everybody, but for maybe 5 weeks or so, every Thursday, I get people in the chat who say, why are you doing your live at the same time as this other creator? Guys, do you know how many lives are going on at any given time on social media? Not just like on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook, on Substack, on Patreon, on TikTok. People are streaming live all of the time. And if I were to try and pick a time for a live where somebody that I was mutuals with or somebody that my audience also listened to wasn't streaming, like I would never find a time. I picked the time to do my permaculture lives based on polling of my YouTube members, people who value my content enough to give me a couple of bucks every month, and also then a general poll to all of my subscribers. And overwhelmingly, I got told that I should do it at 3 p.m. Pacific because any later in the afternoon was too late for folks on the East Coast, and any earlier in the day was difficult for people on the West Coast to attend. And I have periodically done lives quite late at night, and sometimes I will do like a spontaneous live whenever. I did one yesterday that was very well attended. But I have to do the best that I can. I have almost 500,000 subscribers, and so I'm not going to please everybody with the time slot that I pick, and I'm never going to find a time slot where I'm not conflicting with somebody else who is making worthwhile content. The point of my permaculture AMAs is, well, one, again, to share my expertise and help other people with their gardening or their understanding of permaculture, but it's also because I am really fucking tired of making political content and I need a respite. I need to return to more of the kind of content that I made before that I think actually helps move us in the right direction as a society. And so deciding to start these lives at the beginning of this year was really about my need to engage with work that I find meaningful and provide a service that I think is helpful for people. It also is a response to the fact that I can't do all politics all of the time. So my permaculture AMAs are meant to be a place where there is a reprieve from all of the political and endless political discourse in our lives. Now, sometimes we do touch on some political things. We talked about screwworms today because, you know, we're having a screwworm issue in Texas because the regime pulled back funding for the programs that monitor that problem, that pest. So it's inevitable that when we talk about permaculture, there will be some politics. It's inevitable that when you live in the United States of America and you're constantly fighting fascism, that like politics will punctuate some of your conversations, especially conversations about resilient living and designing a better world, right? So like, it's not, yeah, okay, you understand what I'm saying. But I'm so sorry if my live is the same time as another creator and you would rather watch their breaking headline news, political content, think piece of the week. Like, you can totally do that. So today somebody got into the chat and got really, really irate. Again, I didn't witness it firsthand, but my understanding is they got really upset and got into it with my moderator. And they were saying, like, if you don't move the time of your live so it doesn't conflict with this other really big creator's live, then nobody's going to support your permaculture in the real world project that you're trying to do in California. Nobody's going to support your fundraiser. I'm working on my Kickstarter application right now, by the way. Nobody's going to give to you if you continue to have your live at the same time as this other creator has their political live. And I'm like, I am not setting my schedule around anybody else's schedule. Like, my content and the way I run my life does not orbit around another social media creator, guys. It's pretty wild. And if I had thinner skin, I might be a little bit offended that I'm expected to dance around and schedule my life around somebody that I've never met who also makes YouTube content. But I just want you to understand that YouTube lives are recorded and you can watch them afterward. You can absolutely watch the recording afterward. In fact, thousands of people watch my recordings afterward and hundreds of thousands of people watch her recordings after the live has ended. I'm not telling you whose live to prioritize, and I'm sorry that there are only so many hours in the day and so many time slots in our schedules, but my permaculture live is an Ask Me Anything. It is one-on-one. You can bring your gardening questions, your permaculture questions, and I will answer them in real time. I interact pretty intensely with everybody in the chat. My goal is for that space to feel like a community space, to feel like a constructive and hopeful space. And also, one of the things that I really love about it is that people will talk back and forth with each other in the chat. They will answer each other's questions. They will add additional context. And so it feels really positive, and I really enjoy that time a lot. I'm not even sure where I'm going with this other than to say that I value that time a lot. And it does bother me that every week I get a bunch of people in the chat who are constantly talking about this other creator and how I should move my live. And I think Trish got a little bit salty today and told the person who was doing that, like, are you in the chat of that other creator's live telling her that she should reschedule because she's conflicting with Angela's gardening live? No. And I would never expect her to move her live. I'm just saying that if you can't be in two places at once, lives are recorded and you can watch them afterward. If you need your garden questions answered in real time, then I hope you will come and make some time to visit on my live, because I would love to help you out. I would love to answer your questions. I'm telling you, my Sherlock Holmes mind palace is just 100% permaculture information. And so if you've got a question, odds are that I can answer it. I can help you out. And please be good to Trish. Please come into the chat with earth care, people care, and fair share. Please understand that Trish is a volunteer helping me out. Please be good to each other. Be excellent to each other in the chat. I really want that to stay a positive and constructive space. We have so much that is really stressful and intense, and the politics right now is so intense and terrible. And I want that permaculture live to be kind of a safe space for everybody, a reprieve. My lives right now are kind of like a lost leader for me, but I love doing them. So I'm open to the idea of doing another one during the week. And I would welcome your feedback about how I can make those lives work better for folks and how I can make them more accessible. But I won't I won't be moving the time of that one. And also be nice to my volunteers.